Welcome to Embarkation Day. We are at the Disney Cruise Line Terminal. You can see the treasure behind me. The logistics of this are fascinating. So just if you are preparing to come on a Disney cruise, you will want to, very much in the same vein of luggage, you will want to make sure that you have a carry-on bag that has your bathing suit, sunscreen, your passport, any type of documentation that you need to get onto the ship, because your luggage will be with you when you get on the ship. Porters will take your luggage kind of on the side of where cars get dropped off, or if you're on a cruise line bus, they'll actually take it right to your room, so you won't have it with you. But just kind of as a tip, make sure your passports are with you. And then we are currently waiting outside here in the terminal. Our check-in time, it's 11:43 right now, is 11:45, and we are waiting for Mark and my father-in-law to come back from dropping the rental car off, because we did opt to go rental car route from Walt Disney World to the terminal in order to be able to have more time at the Polynesian this morning. Additionally, the pools open on the ship at noon and the buffets are open, so we plan to kind of change into our bathing suits. There is a bathroom right down here. We're at Port Canaveral. Callie just went to put her bathing suit on, and then once we get aboard the ship, she'll be able to go right to the pool, and we'll have lunch. And yeah, that's kind of what our embarkation day holds. Mark and I have a 2 o'clock champagne tasting that we booked in advance, so I'm really excited for that. And I will be showing you kind of what we do, what we eat throughout the course of this vlog. But I wanted to give you that tip right away, because I think when you get on the ship, there's this misconception of like, we're getting in a long line, we're gonna bring all of our stuff. No, you're gonna drop your stuff off, you have a call time, and then you can hang out outside the port area while you wait to get aboard. So it is hot here, but in the shade it's fine, and we've just spent 7 days on the surface of the sun, so we're excited to relax. We're in our embarkation line. We've got our Disney Cruise Line ears on. They're the only ones I brought for this exact moment in time. Callie is in her bathing suit, ready for swims, and Mark is in his Hawaiian shirt, because that's all he'll be wearing on this trip. We should do a Hawaiian shirt outfit of the day. Day one.
Unofficial Hawaiian shirt.
That one's from Vineyard Vines. Callie is so hungry. We were supposed to be on the ship a couple of hours ago, and we waited in that line for probably 40 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Here's a napkin for you. So now the poor crew members are having to write down everything manually. In the meantime, we were able to get onto the ship. We are up at Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods. It is a buffet, but it's like themed little stalls that Callie noticed look a lot like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We are seated on the side that's Minnie's Delights, Goofy's Grill, and then on the other side is Donald's Cantina and a pizza one. I don't remember whose pizza it is. Daisy's Pizza Pies. And then in the middle there's a barbecue. So Callie and I went for a single taco from Donald's Cantina, and I did cilantro rice, some chicken, corn salsa, guacamole, and sour cream. And Callie went for the pork taco, and then I just have the roja. I love that I can get one. Perfect. Ahoy from the Disney Treasure. It is a glorious day here in Port Canaveral. We are right across from a carnival ship that just blew its horn a bunch of times, so we think they're getting ready to leave. I want to show you our stateroom. Now, I will forewarn you, we did upgrade and we are on the back of the ship. This whole veranda that you see here is ours. It is skinny but long, and it does come with a singular lounger in this corner, but the other chairs, we have 2 chairs here and a little table that we can move about. And we are starting outside here today. If you recently watched our 1-hour Disney vlog on everything we did, we ate, where we stayed in Walt Disney World on property, then you will know I always start like at the door and show you the vista, but not all the bags are unpacked yet. So we're gonna be kind of jumping around, and then I will show you the wayfinding. We're gonna go into the main bedroom first. Now, unlike a traditional standard view cruise or standard stateroom on a cruise where you're sharing all the space. We did that the last time we went out on the Fantasy a few years ago. This time we decided to upgrade because we wanted our own space, and Callie has her own room. So we do have an actual bedroom. This is the bedroom. Please pardon the fact that I've already mussed the bed by putting piles of clothing on it. It is a king size bed, and we are on the Treasure, which means that we are treated to the theme of Jasmine and Aladdin and Agrabah. Look, there's a boo here. There's the genie as the moon. I think the details so far, haven't been here that long, but the details are really lovely, which I have come to expect. I love when you light up, I hope you can see this, the lampshades have hidden Mickeys on them, and then the accents are gold because we're in Agrabah. So in terms of plugs, we do have 2 USB-Cs and 2 regulars. Let's see. Oh, there is a light specifically up here that is angled toward the artwork. So that way you get a little light on. Maybe I'll show you that more in the dark. And then this one says downlight. I don't know. Oh, it's dimming. You might not be able to see that on the ceiling. See, it's getting brighter, and then you can dim it. Oh, this is gonna be so nice in the evenings to kind of like calm and set the tone of the night. Clearly, this side is mine because I have unfolded all of my evening essentials out here. My tech tote is snuck neatly down there on the bottom, and we have unpacked. I will say the storage space is fairly exceptional. So Mark and Callie agreed that because I did all the organizing and packing, I get this entire closet. So this is all mine. Yay, for my getting ready needs in the morning. I do have a full, oh, I love, you know me, I love that detail of the light that turns on when the closet is open. I do have an entire packing video to show you what I'm wearing. This is tonight's outfit. I do need to spray some steam spray on it because you cannot bring a steamer or iron on board. I will show you the door to our room as well because...
May I have your attention, please? Attention all traffic controllers, evacuation teams, and assembly teams. Mandatory emergency drill beginning at 3:55 p.m.
Got it, okay. I will show you all the doors after because Callie is our magnet artist of the day. This is the shower room. Now on a Disney cruise, you are going to have 2 separate spaces, a shower space, and one of the nice things about a Disney cruise is that there is a tub here because there's lots of kiddos on board. I have also taken this over as my skincare and makeup area. Of course, maybe we'll do a get ready with me. There is a full-length mirror here. Hello, my Disney cruise ears. I'll close this door so you can go back to work. We have brought, hot tip, we have brought these magnets. These are just like attachable little magnets. And Mark brought these, I think probably for the door decorating, but we are now using them as hat storage, belt storage, and then these are for our fish finder friends. This area right now is going to be storage, though we have magnets for my in-laws, we have things to hide and disperse throughout the ship, and we have our candy from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. If you want to see that, that is in the vlog previous to this. The second door out here is the toilet door, which is separate from the shower, and this becomes Mark's area, where he has, oh, we're gonna charge our magic bands up here, and then he has his things in here, but that way we don't have to share a getting ready space. Now this is gonna be Callie's room. Her ceiling, or bedroom, will emerge from this ceiling. Her bed pulls down, and our lovely room attendant, whose name is Loy, will be doing that for her. We have two buddies, one new, one old, to go on there. This little map of Agrabah, sorry about my reflection. Very cool. More storage. Please ignore the garbage that's over here. We have used this for the door, which I'll show you. It's magnificent. We've got some things to give out to cast members. We've got Callie's little section for sleeping. I did fill these drawers. This is a refrigerator. By the way, you can bring 1 bottle of wine per adult and 1 pack of beer per adult on board. And we did exactly that. I brought the snacks that we didn't eat from Disney World here, and then packed this with like Callie's undies. This is going to be the hair space / Callie's getting ready space, because the hair dryer is out here. It is not in the bathroom. So I brought out my flat iron, all of my hair products, my hair accessories, and then something I found on Amazon for my curly girls. This is a collapsible diffuser that is supposed to universally fit all / most blow dryers. Oh, we bought him in Disney World. I have our cooling towels up there, all of our sunscreen, medicine area, Callie's space. This is coming with me because it's just being transferred over. My Castle Bound collection Ever After pouch is in there. Some bathing necessities, but this is trying to keep it tidy. Oh, look what we got. This is our second sailing with Disney, and we came in to the Castaway Club backpack. I love this. What a great idea to be able to take out. Can you hear the Carnival cruise getting ready to leave? For Castaway Cay Day, or any days where Callie wants more things. We have a snorkel we could put in there. This storage is for Cal. So it's all of the life preservers, the personal flotation devices. Hopefully we shouldn't be needing those. Our snorkels and goggles, Callie's clothes. We've already started a dirty laundry bin here. Bathing suits, and then storage for luggage. I should have mentioned in my room that the luggage is now, the big luggage is hidden under the bed. And this is Mark's. I told him I never want to hear you telling me that I'm overpacking ever again. This is enough t-shirts to live on this boat. And it's every Hawaiian shirt he owns with all of his neutral bottoms. What? I never want to hear it. But we did put these 2 carry-on bags, which have all the things from Disney World that we didn't use and won't be using. They were specific to Disney World in them, so we don't even have to touch them. I just found a hidden Mickey in the carpet. Also, hey girl, to this mirror. I wish there was better lighting in here, but it is a Disney space, so not notorious for good lighting. This is the decor of the room. We are not minimalists when it comes to Disney vacation sailing experiences. We learned last time that people really go all out. I'm gonna show you our neighbor's door in just a second, but this has our name on it. We are stateroom 6196. Mark put all of the locations, like we were just here, and now we're here. We've got Tortola, all of our names, Mark, Chelsea, and Callie. I love that. St. Thomas and Castaway Cay, that's where we're going. These are some magnets we brought from home. Callie, what is your favorite Disney movie? Somebody answered Moana from Callie, so you can write on the door. And then I like that these are little scarab beetles because it's a Jasmine and Aladdin themed ship. This is a fish extender. I will explain to you what fish extenders are momentarily when I'm not awkwardly in the hallway. But that is all of her artwork. And then our amazing neighbors have a duck trading station. We brought several. I think Callie left this one and took one. And then look at the Disney pins. She's got a pin board. I absolutely love that. I think we're gonna get along great. And it's just a mom and a daughter in here. I love that. We are easily the most decorated corner so far of this ship. If I'm saying the word fish extender and that you're like, what? That's not landing for me, Chels. Let me explain, because I also felt the same way the last time we Disney cruised. A fish extender group is a group of people with a shared interest, whether that's characters, snacks, magnets. Like us are a fish extender group because we maybe all love Disney here, but beyond that, I'm sorry, there's a pelican outside flying so close to this room. I must show you. Oh, they just dove. How do I open this? Oh my God, that's a tiny bird. Okay, oh my God. Look at them. Do you see them? They were just flying around up here before they dove down. The majesty of nature outside a Disney cruise ship. So, fish extenders, they look like the little hangy things, little individual hanging spaces where you can put gifts for other people. Now, someone, I don't know who this is, but someone always puts together a cruise, like you're going on this particular cruise Facebook group. And then you can join certain fish extender groups, and then they will send you the room number that they're staying in, the names of their family members, and what they love. So for example, we put Callie in a kids fish extender group, and she made, I'll show you because these are so freaking cute, based on the ages and the names of, oh, here are her pins. She's gonna want those. She made like one of the girls is like 11 and she loves Winnie the Pooh, so Callie made her a Winnie the Pooh bracelet that says "Oh dear" and "Pooh Bear" on it. She made bracelets, but she also made princess and character watercolors. So there's a little boy that she's in a fish extender group with, and his favorite character is Stitch. We have several bells, and then we just bought little frames to put them in. I also, there's a bell. Oh, and we've got a little boy who loved a dinosaur. Not a Disney character, but how cute. So this is a magnet. It could go on his door. And we've got Fozzie Bear. I told Callie she could have an Etsy business selling these because they're so, so cute. Disney people aren't messing around in the fish extender groups. They are taking their cricketing to the next level and putting your family's last name on individual mugs or bags or lunch boxes. Like one of our home totes that we use all the time says the Craig family, and it is the Disney cruise emblem that they made for us. So we tried to do like the kid forward one. We have candy from the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. We have beach accessories, but we didn't go so far as to personalize everything because Mark put us in like 5 fish extender groups, and that was beyond my capacity. So part of the fun is like going to find the fish extender rooms that you're a part of, and then leaving those prizes and like running away and checking your fish extenders for things that maybe people left for you. It's like a little bit of Christmas morning every day. So that's what a fish extender group is. If you have questions about that, will you please let me know in the comments, because I know it's like a strange concept. If you go on a normal cruise vacation, you are not finding friends to give gifts to. It's a very like Disney culture based thing. So that is our room tour and concludes kind of the opening portion of today's video. I will be taking you to dinner with me and showing you what I am eating. Our first dining experience is the Marvel experience. So I'm gonna spray my dress and then get ready to go to this muster drill.
We'll be setting sail. Until then, we're gonna keep this party going with some dance deck floor magic. So get out of your seat. team.
Good morning from day one at sea. It is a glorious ocean horizon filled day. Let's get dressed. So we have gifts in our fish extender, which I explained to you yesterday. So I thought we could film Callie opening them. Can we take a moment for the detail of this? To the Craig family from the Dickens family in the chip group. This says, head to Preludes or Sarabi Snacks. Your popcorn is now just a refill plus tax. Enjoy this bucket. It's for you. Fill it with popcorn, snacks, and treasure too. And they literally put treasure in the same font. This is so thoughtful. So I think we know what's inside.
Yeah.
Right?
But we don't know which popcorn bucket because there's
We
like
don't.
15.
We don't. All right. Ooh.
Some yum yums.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of yum yums.
Yeah, that is a lot of yum yums. Candy. Oh, what's that? For cups and buckets, straws that shine, a drop of soap works every time. So they gave us like detergent to wash out the buckets. And look, there's straws in there. This is over the top. It's the treasure popcorn bucket. Look, all the other ships are on there. The treasure, the wish, the wonder, the fantasy. That's the one we went on last time.
The magic, the dream.
This is like incredibly thoughtful. Dickens family, if you happen to be BariTale people, thank you. This is like above and beyond. We can only aspire to be this detail oriented.
It's also from them.
It's still from the No, this is from the Dickens family. Every pirate needs some treasure from your swashbuckling pals. Oh, I think this opens like that.
Oh.
Pirate crew.
Yarg, mean
I
matey.
know. Oh, these are for pirate night. I don't know what this is.
Yarg, mean matey.
It's a blow-up parrot, an eye patch, a blow-up sword. Oh, and this is a headband. Put this on your head.
Okay. Yarg, me matey.
Show me, matey.
Pirate. Yar.
We also have this gift from the Hernandez Ramos family in room 2606.
Hurts.
Well, you don't have to wear that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What's this? Ooh.
Oh, it's candy.
Yeah, from like where they're from.
But it's from where they're from. This is very cool. What is this?
I don't know.
Is it? Oh, this is Dulce de Leche. Oh, what does it say?
Taste of Mexico.
It's a taste of Mexico. Oh, and then it explains what each of them is. This is cool. Okay, we're officially the worst fish extender family. These are so thoughtful. And this is the third gift. That's a cute bag. Yeah, just pull the ribbon. From room 7174, Pixie Dust.
Champagne.
It's a Winnie the
Because
Pooh
Daddy
pin.
put what my favorite character is.
As Winnie. That is so cute. Oh, and a little sticker. Adorable. Is that a pin or a magnet? That's a homemade magnet. We should put it on the door. London Post, Big Ben. Oh, I wonder if they're from England. There's a lot of people from England on this cruise. That's so nice. This is something that definitely sets Disney cruises apart. The ducks, the magnets, the pixie dust, the fish extender ring. It makes it feel like every day there is really just like a little bit of magic. This little ducky was left in our box from room 6508 and it says pixie dust on it. So that doesn't mean they're necessarily in our fish extender group. That just means that they're out like providing a little bit of magic, and now Callie can hide this duck on the ship if she wants for somebody else to find. I hope it's not too loud out here, but because it's just so beautiful, there's like a tanker out there. I wanted to be outside. So last night was our first night. The first day of a cruise I find to be chaotic. And you know, I've said here before that I am not the primary cruise audience person. I love Disney World. I love Disneyland. In Aulani, nothing beats it. A cruise, I am here because my family, my husband and my daughter, this is their favorite way to vacation, and specifically on a Disney cruise, which we've done before. And I said, if we're gonna go on a cruise, it has to be one that's Disney quality or even better, because it needs to be clean, the food needs to be high quality, there needs to be good shows. And I specifically look for cruises that have the wine I like. I know that's extra, but Disney cruises have Taittinger, and that is one of my favorite champagnes. After the muster drill, we went to the set sail party, which you've seen already, and we were able to stand in the front. It was hot. We had to wait out there for about 20 minutes to keep those viewpoints. I thought the cameras from overhead that look onto the deck were really cool, and you could see yourself on kind of the big screen. I thought that was awesome. And then we had dinner at the Marvel restaurant last night. And I have to say that Callie loves Marvel. You know, we've just been on a Marvel journey where she's watched like all 32 films and most of the TV shows. I was like least looking forward to this venue, but it ended up being really cool. Spider-Man comes out. I didn't know that. The show on the screens is interesting. I like the clips that they chose from different Marvel movies. And for dinner, instead of having an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, because that's not gonna fit, right? I'm also drinking the Taittinger. That's not gonna fit. I opted for 3 appetizers. So I went with the chilled lemon and dill shrimp that came with the salmon caviar. And I ate one of the salmon caviar by accident. I don't like salmon. It was way too fishy for me. But once I identified what the salmon caviar looked like, I just didn't eat the other parts that looked like that. Otherwise, it was fresh and crisp. Mark ate one of the 4 salmon that it came with. I also had the steamed bao bun. Listen, it doesn't compare to the cheeseburger bao bun at Satu'li Canteen in Disney World, but the pork in it was delicious. Baos are really easy to mess up, and this was quite good. And then I had the white cheddar and broccolini soup, and I ate about a quarter of that because it was the last portion of my meal to come out, and my server was wonderful. I didn't get any questions. It was just, do you want dessert? Are you sure you don't want dessert? And I'm certain I didn't want dessert. My wine was dessert. So that was our meal. We then went and I found a Disney charm. They give out free charms here on the ship if you are getting in line by a certain time at certain points. I will show that to you because I have a small haul to do. And then we went and saw the magic show and went to bed. So that's kind of a recap on day 1. Right now, we are getting ready to bring Callie to the Oceaneers Club because we're gonna do an Imagineering tour where we go behind the scenes. I don't know if I'll be able to film anything for that. We also had to move our champagne tasting to today because yesterday we were not able to get on the ship as early as we thought because the security systems went down, and the poor staff had to write everything down by hand about who's getting in, what room number are you, and then verify that later in the day when the systems were back. We also have some other experiences today. So I think today is less of like a pool hangout day and more of a like, let's be around the ship, let's bebop. But it is just beautiful out here. We're in the Haunted Mansion Parlor. It's not open for drinks yet, but I thought I could get some fun shots for you before it gets busy. So all of these paintings are interactive, but they're actually screens. They do really cool things like move and melt. I hope to get some footage of that. I've seen videos where she actually sings. Look at him. Oh, this must be Raleigh Crump, who worked with Walt Disney on the Haunted Mansion. Wow, this is so cool in here. They actually sell like replicas of this clock. Oh, the fire, you can hear it. I hope you can hear that. So I think this must be the sea captain. The story in here is that there is a sea captain who Mark's in the Donald chair. It's literally just us in here. There's a sea captain whose ship takes a siren, but they don't know she's a siren. This is the haunted fish tank. And then basically the siren eats them. Look at him. Hey, cutie pie. I think there's a component where like this opens. You can buy a replica of this too. That kind of looks like the candelabra from Beauty and the Beast. Marky, you take a picture of me in the Donald Duck chair.
Give us a hint by ringing the bell.
Debuting our new haircut at Haunted Mansion. We are having a pre-lunch lunch. Mark and I call this what we call cruise meals, fourth meals. So this is like technically meal one. This is breakfast. She's a hot dog. Honey mustard, little ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard mix. Callie's got a hot dog. Mark's got a hot dog. No, Callie and Mark have tacos. But we need some protein before our champagne tasting. Our champagne tasting this morning is in the Scat Cat Club, which is inspired by the cats in the song Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. And I'm glad it's in here because this is not like a lounge I would normally come to.
Perfect spot. Thank you. Thank you.
This is so cute. Really like these light fixtures. So this is our champagne tasting in the Scat Cat. Cheers. Magic.
That's all sparkling wine called the champagne? No, not all sparkling wine can be champagne. Only sparkling wine are.
This is our first crustacean evening.
Hi.
Kelly loves him. Good evening. It is officially almost dinner time. We learned so much about this ship today because of an amazing tour with a cast member named Emma from Canada. She kept saying, I hope I'm your favorite Canadian. And she took us over the course of an hour throughout the ship and shared details about the paintings, the colors of the bars, the cafes, the just Disney touches in every space. And I was enamored. I could have been on that tour for hours. So I said to Mark, the next time if we do come on another Disney cruise, we need to come earlier in the summer because I can do multiple videos, including videos on all of the cafes. Like, that's a video on its own. But I'm hoping to be able to get some footage maybe early in the morning and show you the Jade Cricket Cafe. I think that might be my favorite. There's a Hey Hey Lounge. We were in Scat Cat today for a champagne tasting, and right now I am headed to the Jungle Cruise themed lounge. I think it's called the Skipper's Canteen, and Mark and Kelly are currently doing trivia there, but I wanted to go because I think the chandelier with the parrots on it is amazing. And apparently all of the newspaper clippings were most recently done because the Jungle Cruise has undergone a transformation in Walt Disney World. Like, they updated some things that needed updating. So the skipper photos are like relevant. Like, you could find those skippers working in Walt Disney World right now. So I will overlay hopefully some of the footage of that here. But we are then headed to dinner, and tonight is Coco, Plaza del Coco, which I'm really excited about because I think the food's going to be delightful and I think it's a show. So those are our evening plans. The hot dog I had today was very salty. And I will tell you that it did not sit. I think it was an all beef hot dog. It was just too big, and that's good to know. That's good to know. I did also snack on some chicken. This is lunch from Marceline Market. Got some bread. I don't know what kind. It looks like a focaccia. Grilled chicken, stuffed tomato, little bits of chicken, and some sauces. For lunch, I had a really good piece of grilled chicken, like during proper lunch time, with some like chicken niblets, and that was all delicious, but I won't be getting the salty hot dog again. Okay. All right. I think it's time to go. This is kind of the whereabouts of where things are. I'm headed here to Skipper Society. Good morning from day 2 at sea here on the Disney Treasure. Yesterday we had, I would consider it like a very busy cruise day where we did get to swim. We rode the Aqua Mouse, which was super fun, and Callie was able to ride it 3 times. Once with me, once with Mark, and once with her grandmother. And doing that allowed Mark and I to go to the Cove, which is the quiet pool area. It is lovely there. We also found a pool at the front of the ship, like all the way up the little half stair sections, all the way to the front. That's a little more quiet and not like in the main movie pool area. So that was great. We were able to play in there. They had like a shallower pool so you could sit and put your feet in. And then I was able to read for a little while, which was exquisite. Exactly the piece that we needed. We went to bed so early last night because I think we all needed it after being in Disney for a week and then also being here for just a few days. The big change, the activities, we did trivia. Mark and I took a tour yesterday that I would 10 out of 10 recommend. It's called, I think it's called The Imagineer's Journey. I will leave the name of it on the screen here. Loved that. We had our champagne tasting where it was once again confirmed that Taittinger is my favorite champagne. And now I know why. They explained the bottling process, that they only make a certain amount of bottles per year. Like, they make less than Veuve Clicquot does per year, so the bottles are more sought after, and that they age longer. I thought it was amazing. And we got to drink champagne, which is always a win in my book. And then we had dinner at Plaza del Coco last night, and the food I thought was amazing. I had croquettes with chorizo in them. They had smoked paprika. I could taste it. It was delicious. And then for my dinner, what did I order? Oh, I got the short rib. Holy cow. It came with like crispy onions and mashed potatoes. I'm eating so much like big girl food on this trip where normally at home I'm like a hot dog connoisseur in the summertime, but as I mentioned, I will not be having that hot dog again. So we are dressed. This is a bathing suit cover up. I do have a bathing suit underneath because we don't know where the day's going to take us here. We do have a 9:15 reservation to meet all of the princesses. We did this last time. It was like one of the first things that we looked for when we got online because it sells out very quickly. It's like a 15-minute meet and greet, but you get all the princesses at once. So I'm gonna bring the Posca markers and Callie's water bottle to see if she wants like some or all to sign her Owala because it is her Disney Owala. I love that idea. There's trivia. We're gonna go into the Haunted Mansion parlor today. I'm hoping to get Callie a haircut at the Untangled Salon this afternoon and maybe a wash and blow dry for me. We'll likely get back to the pool today, at least I'm hoping, because tomorrow we are on Tortola. That's the day's plan. We're gonna go have breakfast. I'm hungry. We are headed to do a little bit of fish extendering and which one?
The Juju Happy Birthday.
I think we should look for doors that don't have anything on them, don't you?
That one doesn't have anything on it.
Oh, then let's go back. Let's go back, shall we? We've got some pixie dusting and some gifts to distribute. Put it like at the bottom of their door too, so if it's heavy.
Morning.
Good morning. No, not like that. Like lean it up against their door. Yeah. Why don't you lean it right up against their door so they know it's theirs? Look, snacking around the world.
Music from regions beyond. Give us a hint by ringing.
The docket.
Glow in the Dacket. This is one of my favorite doors for sure. Look how themed, including their little fish extender is Haunted Mansion. Amazing.
We have a story here that's missing quite a few words, so we were thinking if you could maybe help us out by filling in some adjectives, some nouns, some verbs, maybe a few fun prompts along the way. Do you think you guys could help us with that?
Nearby riverbed and explains that the magic was born years ago when Abuela Alma was young and in the sadness of losing her husband.
Oh, you mean like my hero right here?
That one.
Well, I mean, I guess I...
Good morning from beautiful Tortola. I am in the British Virgin Islands today. This looks like a screensaver. I haven't decided on my cover up yet, but this is what we woke up to in port this morning. Today is a bucket list item for Mr. Mark Craig. We are headed to the Soggy Dollar Bar, which is the home of the Painkiller. And we have to take like a 45-minute ferry from here to there, and then a short boat taxi ride where you actually get off in the water. So you do not get off at land, on land, which is why it's called Soggy Bottom, Soggy Dollar Bottom, Soggy Dollar, because your dollar's soggy, okay? Okay? Not sand dollars, actual dollars, because your pockets get wet. So that is our plan today. Mark took Callie to go get breakfast. I am really excited to be at a port. We've been at sea for a couple of days, and this ship is absolutely stunning, but I'm excited to do the adventures we signed up to do. So we have Tortola today, St. Thomas tomorrow, a sea day where I have really lovely spa services set up, and then Castaway Cay, where we're parasailing. I wanted to show you some of the details here. So we could technically get off the boat at 7:30 a.m., which is roughly what time it is right now. However, our adventure doesn't start until 9:30, so we'll be disembarking at 9:15. And I do need my passport, which I have to get out of the safe because this is a different country. So cool that you could like go to bed in one country and wake up in another. I know that's how planes work, okay? I understand that's how like traveling works, but it always amazes me. We have a new flag up and out. We've got some ferry boats docking over here. And then look at this marina. I will tell you it makes me a little homesick, though the fact that it's up against this incredible mountainside, we definitely don't have this on the Cape. Palm trees, palm trees. Let's recap a little bit from last evening. So we had dinner at 1923. I got a manicure at the Untangled Salon because my beautiful Mickey balloons started to peel a little bit just because they've been in chlorine, they've been in water, it's been on for a couple of weeks. So I decided to go to the Untangled Salon, have my nails cut shorter. This color is called Lobster Roll, which I felt was very fitting. Normally I do neutrals, but vacay nails. And then I met my family at 1923. Hi, how was breakfast? Sorry, we are getting Callie dressed in the most coverage bathing suit that we have, just so that we don't have to fight about sunscreen all day. So we had dinner at 1923. I really liked the ambiance. It was definitely the most like low key of the Disney meals. Hi, my love.
Hello. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our server, he put, so like the people next to us, he had like a big dish that had a lid, and then he had a fake fish in it, and he lifted it up, and it started flapping everywhere, and everybody was like, ah! Our server is a prankster. We really like that about him. I had 2 appetizers. Mark and I kind of shared 3 to 4 appetizers. Some tomato soup, which I really liked. It was different than what's on the kids menu. So if you want just like a plain tomato soup, that's what's on the kids menu. This was like roasted tomatoes. It was delicious. I also had a burrata with prosciutto. I didn't really eat the prosciutto. I split the burrata with Callie. Also delicious. Mark got a Caesar salad. I took some nibbles of that, and then he also got the ahi tuna starter. I didn't touch that. And then for dinner, we both got the filet mignon. And what I will say is that it's not really a filet mignon. It's a really well-cooked beef tenderloin. So I ate about a quarter of that, had a bite of mashed potatoes, some asparagus, and then had an apple cheesecake tart. I liked the cheesecake better than the apple, if that makes sense. So I took a few bites of that. And that was dinner. Had a glass of Tattinger. Oh, might be my favorite part of this cruise is the Tattinger. Just access to it. Oh, people are actually disembarking. There they go. So that was our evening, and then we did go see bits of the Broadway Star series, which I thought was honestly fantastic. So both of the cast members there had played in Aladdin, whether on Broadway in New York City. The female cast member, she played Jasmine in the Broadway rendition in Australia.
and I thought she was amazing. So they sang songs from like a bunch of different Disney classics, and then we came back and went to bed. We did bring my in-laws back to our balcony last night while we were cruising out on the ocean, and had some Prosecco because we were able to bring that on board. I think I told you that earlier in this vlog. And then we skedaddled off to our Broadway show. Tonight is Pirate Night, which is suitable, right? Because we are in fact on port for the first time. At port? I don't know the correct terminology there. We were at port for the first time. The pirate show doesn't start till 10:30. Will Callie make it? She's been asleep before 9:30 every single night. I think our week of Disney really wiped her out, and she's in full-on recovery mode. If you haven't seen that 1-hour vlog, it's everything we did, what I ate, etc. from Disney World in August heat, 100+ degrees. Please go check that out. That's the vlog previous to this, not the shorts, but like the big one. Yeah, I'm gonna go decide on a cover up, take some Dramamine, eat some breakfast, take my vitamins, and pack our day bags. Ever After pouch, snack pouch, sunscreen pouch. The pouches are coming in. The organizational system from home does apply to vacation as well. Sorry, I'm selfishly looking at these views and not sharing them with you. Room after a day in Tortola again. Sorry, I'm being selfish and hogging these views to myself. 'Tis quite windy out here, which made our catamaran ride delightful, and I will debrief on that. But this room, 6196, is one of 2 rooms on the ship that has a door inside, meaning you saw the room tour part of the beginning of this video. Like, Callie has her own sleeping space, and we have our own sleeping space. We can close the door to this room. The downside is that the air conditioning in this room hasn't been working all that effectively, to the point where like we are hot in the night and having to open the door to get air conditioning from the outside. And that may be small peanuts to you, but I don't want to sleep when warm. Okay, your perimenopausal friend doesn't want that. So this has been ongoing since we arrived, and we think it's finally fixed. The engineers did come today. They had to like go behind the paneling in the closet over here, but I really want to show you what they left, because this is where like Disney stands out as a company, I think. We came back to a guest services letter that says, please accept this small gift as a gesture of goodwill. We hope that the remainder of your cruise is filled with magical memories and fun. So I thought perhaps we could open this together. Cheddar popcorn, delightful. This Cloudum, this is like a 0 proof wine. I'm excited to try this. Rice Krispie treats. And maybe the thing I'm most excited for is this Disney throw blanket. Look how cute these colors are. I think this is gonna look really cute in my office. Don't tell Callie. A very thoughtful gesture from the Disney Cruise Line team. This air conditioning sounds like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I will keep you updated, of course. But now it is time for us to shower, de-sand, de-frizz, clean ourselves, because it is pirate night. that you can get thousands of adults and children to dress up as pirates, and then we all look the same on a cruise ship is very odd. Callie's got her bandana on from our last cruise. They changed them. So now we have, what are the things on the bottom of your drinks called? Are they additions? Your tiki mugs? Like first edition. So we have a first and second edition pirate scarf. But like, look at this pirate deck. Pirates Crew! Cool and spooky. Hello and good afternoon. I haven't talked to you in quite some time. We will be getting ready for Callie's haircut and dinner together while we recap the past 24 hours. We woke up this morning on St. Thomas, which is a place close to our hearts because a few Aprils back, my mom rented a house. Look, we have a friendship here, the Regal Princess from Hamilton. But my mom rented a house for my family and my sister's family, and obviously they came and we got to spend a glorious week on this island. So today we actually went back to a place that we know. But because we had to get up early, we didn't book an excursion. We were doing this on our own time. We wanted to get up early and get to the beach as quickly as possible to maximize the beautiful day. I didn't really get to talk to you this morning. Our air conditioner did in fact get fixed. So last night, Mark and I had the best night of sleep that we've had here on the Disney Treasure because the temperature was chilly and divine. And then we woke up ready to go this morning. So last night we had dinner. It was pirate night, and we had dinner at the Marvel restaurant. Oh, my stomach just growled thinking about dinner, which is so many hours away from right now. And I will say that last night's menu wasn't my favorite, though I did get a crab cake that I very much enjoyed. I thought it was really good, unexpectedly so. Like, it wasn't full of filler, if that makes sense. And then I had a brown sugar glazed piece or grilled piece of like chicken breast atop a salad. And it was probably good for me to eat some greens. I should eat some greens right now, actually. We don't travel without our greens. Not sponsored, but I do have a discount code, link in bio. So the last time we did a Disney cruise, we embarked on every single activity for Pirate Night. Yesterday, we had dinner. We kind of raced off to the 7:30 p.m. pirate show on the upper like swim decks. However, there's a 7:30 and a 10:30 p.m. show. If you know me, I am an early to bed, like to be early to rise kind of girl. 10:30, after like a full day at the beach yesterday at Soggy Dollar, we were not making it to 10:30. Like, there were kids taking naps on the ferry, the little water ferry taxis back. They were absolutely not making it to 10:30. So we went up to the 7:30 show, where it's the same show except there's no fireworks and Jack Sparrow is not there. But we were all dressed up, decked out. We did the pirate adventure. I happen to love that. I think it's really fun and cute. And our tour guide, Emma, she calls herself everybody's favorite Canadian. She was one of the pirate hosts on stage. So that was really cool to see. And after that, the one thing Callie asked to do on this cruise ship, and this is my fault, is watch Camp Rock 3. That was her one request. And it's my fault. I am the one who got her excited about Camp Rock. We've watched 1 and 2 kind of in preparation for 3 coming out. And then 3 came out, and it's been showing across the ship in their movie theaters, which, by the way, I didn't know they had here on board, for a few days. And every time she sees it on like a venue where it says like the time in Camp Rock, she's like, Mama, why aren't we going to watch that? And I'm like, who wants to give up an hour and a half of their day for a Disney Channel original movie when we could be outside? But it was showing last night at 8:30. Now I thought, okay, I'm going to do some laundry, which I did. I did get to do a load of laundry. The washing machines and dryer situation here is lovely. It's lovely. It connects directly to it connected to my phone / my watch, so it could tell me when my wash and dryer were done. I loved that. So they were showing Camp Rock at 8:30 in the Neverland Theater. It is so cute in there. We got free popcorn, because right now DVC is getting free popcorn. I don't know if that is because of welcome weeks. I don't know if that's a DVC perk, but Kelly and I got popcorn. Mark got me a Prosecco. And we watched Camp Rock 3 together in the theater. And it was delightful. You couldn't even tell you were on a boat. It was wonderful. I thought maybe, okay, Camp Rock 3 is going to roll right into the 10:15 pirate show. I would be wrong. After Camp Rock, she was like yawning, Mama, I'm so tired. I'm like, okay, bud. Like, I'm not going to force her to stay up for forced festivities. I think if this were our first and maybe only Disney cruise, I would feel differently. But she was so tired. So we came back to the room. She washed her face. She got in her jammies. And then she got into bed and fell asleep like immediately. Like, I came out of the bathroom from washing my face and she was cuddled up with Stitch in her little bed. Adorable. I think Mark was out doing trivia. He also had secured us a spot on the deck for the show if we wanted to see it. But I chose to get into my jammies, take a glass of wine and a piece of chocolate and go sit on my back balcony and listen to the show. And that was delightful. I got to see some of the fireworks go off, but I couldn't really capture it on footage because it was so dark out. The moon was amazing. The stars were beautiful. We were moving super slowly because we were only going like 8 miles last night to get to St. Thomas today. And that was perfect. It was perfect. So that's kind of how we ended the evening. And then we woke up raring to go. Early bird special for St. Thomas this morning. We had we had breakfast at the marketplace, Marceline Market. And then our itinerary, in case you're trying to copy any of these activities, like this was not a Disney sponsored activity, but we knew we wanted to go to Honeymoon Bay, but you have to take a water taxi to get there. So we took a taxi, we paid for a taxi off the port to Honeymoon Bay water taxi, took a water taxi, and then walked up the hill. And there's actually a free transport that will take you to the beach. And this was my favorite beach from our St. Thomas vacation. And today, it was just as perfect. It's honestly, it's not crowded because it's hard to get to. It took us about, I would say, an hour from like leaving the ship, the port, to getting there. There is a $100 per person excursion that Disney will take you on. And if we hadn't been here before, that's likely what we would have done. But because we've been here, we were like more comfortable to traverse this ourselves. And it ended up costing us, with the water taxi, the actual taxis, about $40 a person to get there and back. We had lunch at the on-site restaurant. It's called Dingy's. I had grilled chicken tenders. No, they weren't. They were totally fried. Chicken tenders with honey mustard and BBQ sauce. I also had 2 rosés. There's something unbeatable about sitting in tropical island water while holding a cocktail surrounded by white sand. It is different than at home. And I know I'm spoiled that I get to compare those two, but it is different. And that's what we did all day. We swam, we spent the day in the water, chit-chatting, we had lunch, and then we came back to the ship. Callie has a haircut today. It's her like back to school haircut at the Untangled Salon. So she and Mark are out pixie dusting right now. I'm getting ready. Her appointment's in about 40 minutes. I may do a little packing. But yeah, that's just wanted to catch you up. And tonight we are back at Plaza del Coco. So it is going to be Dia de los Muertos this evening. So I'm going to pack my little bag, get my earrings on. This is my outfit of the evening. This dress is in fact rented. She's got all kinds of fun things embroidered on her. But yeah, that's the catch up. I think it's time to do a little bit of packing. Maybe while Mark's not here because he gets really sad.
Oh yeah, I think that was at 11. And
Thank you. And then do you want something? Do you want a juice? That's so good. It's so pretty. Thank you. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Did you order something? Oh, it's spicy.
Greetings from our last day on this big blue vast sea. We have our final sea day today. I've just quickly done my makeup because we have Parlor for dinner this evening, and you might notice, and I think the dark eyeshadow actually accentuates it, I am like exceptionally puffy today, and I'm not sure if that is because of salty foods, if it's because I haven't had enough water, if I slept on my face strange, but it doesn't hurt. And I've just come from a lovely 50-minute massage, so it might be puffier right now because of that. We did some facial treatments, some hair, head rubbing, scalp rubbing, shoulders, neck, back, the whole thing. The spa here is called Senses, and it turns out that you can book your appointments before you get on the ship, but 24 hours before the ship takes off, embarks, reservations shut off. I did not know that, so I've always waited until I've gotten onto the ship to book them, and then you have limited times to pick from. So that's my hot tip from me to you. Last night was dinner at Plaza del Coco, and it was the Dia de los Muertos celebration, and I think it's been my favorite, not only show, but like dining experience overall. The food was fantastic. Mark and I actually did a thing, again, where like I got some appetizers, he got some appetizers, and then we shared. I ordered the empanada, which was so good with the red mole sauce. However, it was salty. I also ordered the chopped salad and the avocado soup. That's been like the first thing on this ship that I was like took a bite of and was like, no, this is not for me. It's chilled and it tastes like liquid guacamole, but cold. That's not really my vibe. Mark also got the marinated lime shrimp. I had a bite of that. He ordered enchiladas. I'm not really an enchilada fan. And then the third thing, what was the third thing that he ordered? Oh, it was guacamole. The third thing he ordered was guacamole, and it was a little bit spicy. I liked that very much. And then for my dinner, I had, essentially, it was called the carnitas. It was tacos. So like little corn tortilla flour shells, but they were corn. Some crispy pulled pork, some entrees on the side. Like I ate one, and then I gave the rest to Callie to eat alongside her cheese pizza from the kids menu. And she loved that. And then there were churros with caramel sauce for dessert, and I ate one of those, and it was delicious. So I loved the show. The food was fantastic. Tonight is Paulo, and today has been a very chilled type of day. We did a little packing, which we've been away for a while, so like that's needed. And Mark and I just had massages this morning. We did some pool time. We watched the Jack Jack Diaper Dash race, which is like they race babies. It's one of my favorite activities that is done on this ship. Actually, it's done throughout the entire Disney fleet. So no matter the ship you go on, we drew Hey Hey. I will put a picture of what my Hey Hey looks like right here. It's just for fun. It's just for practice. Not an artist. We had lunch. It is a day at sea, and I have gone back to Donald's Cantina. I have some poblano cilantro rice, pork, cheese, corn salsa, pico de gallo, and guacamole in here with a little sour cream on top. Ocean is here. Callie's got her taco. The cantina has turned out to be a favorite for both of us. And Mark has decided to hack the food, so he got taco bases with some rice and went to go get chicken Caesar salad so he can make chicken Caesar salad taco wraps. Sorry, it's so loud up here. And now we're here. So I need to charge this camera a little bit. I would really like to be able to bring it to Paulo to show you everything that I am eating in little clips. And I'll do a voiceover later because I'm not going to talk through food in like the fanciest restaurant on the ship. It's a Michelin-starred restaurant. I won't be that person. But I do want to show you what I'm eating. So we are about to, sorry about the lighting. We're about to go get our hair washed and blow dried. Lock that one up. And ready for this lovely dinner, because if we're being honest, I'm like sick of doing it. I'm sick of it. Callie got her hair cut. We went to the Jade Cricket Cafe. Honestly, I know this might be such a hot take. The Haunted Mansion bar is fabulous. We went back last night at around 8:30. It turns into 18 plus at 9 p.m. I know. We're desperate, okay? We are desperate. Vacation leaves me exhausted. And that was great because there's an 8:30 dinner reservation. And so there's like no people in there, which is amazing. So we did that. We did a little Skipper Society. Have I mentioned that we won trivia? Have I mentioned that we won a level 2 Disney Parks trivia as a family? This is the second win. Second win on a Disney cruise. And yeah, Callie had her hair cut. But my hot take is the Jade Cricket Cafe might be my favorite spot on the whole cruise. I had a chai made for me. I love the Haunted Mansion bar. They have 2 different glasses of rosé. They're okay. The drinks and the atmosphere are what are cool if you're like into like what Mark likes to drink. There's nothing there for Callie, and that's okay. And I love the Skipper Society vibe, but it's mostly trivia and drawing classes there. And it's like right en route to the main like rotunda area, the atrium. So it's loud there. The Jade Cricket Cafe is like off to the side. The colors are beautiful. That gin drink is the best one I've had on this ship. Like that's the best cocktail. We did the champagne tasting. Tattinger will always be number 1. Okay, you're never going to beat that. The Pink Blossom, if you like gin, this gin is from a company called Porcelain, and they hand paint the bottles, and they only sell this gin to this particular ship for Disney. Like I couldn't buy a bottle of it here, which I was pretty upset about because I like to collect gin from around the world. So that is the update. We're gonna go get our hair done. I'm gonna get my dress on, and then we're ready for a bougie dinner. Something I love and appreciate about a Disney cruise, you can go from like the Hey Hey Cafe to Paulo. We have not yet done brunch at Paulo, but this will be our second time doing dinner at Paulo. I think maybe did we do Enchanté last time? I'm excited. I'm excited for some delicious tiny bites. We are off to Parlor for dinner. Last time I wore this dress was on Nantucket. But yeah, I am gonna take little baby clips. I've had such a lovely day. We're gonna go get Callie, leave her with the in-laws, and then we're going to dinner, to a very nice dinner. Our amuse-bouche was a fried gnocchi. This was delicious. And then Mark and I ordered the burrata and gnocchi, a different kind. These were potatoey soft, and the burrata with the aged balsamic was delicious. This is my Wagyu steak. I did not eat the whole thing. These came to us. I did not drink mine.
I love him.
Is he a bear?
Yeah.
Is he a dog?
No.
He's a bear.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning from Castaway Cay, where we just heard a big boom of thunder from these clouds. Oh, look at my little PB Herman here. So Callie is already in the water, of course. Mark is off running the Castaway Cay 5K, and that leaves me to come put my feet in the ocean and enjoy this beautiful day. It's like a little cooler, maybe because of this impending storm. The water here is super shallow. We're at the second family beach, and we were able to get off the ship right at the time we arrived, which was around 9 a.m. It's 9:15 now, and grab 4 chairs for us and my in-laws. And it's quiet over here for now. So we'll have lunch here on the island today. We have a non-scale victory today, which is going to be parasailing. And I get to parasail with Callie because we are under the weight limit, which is 375 pounds. I know that sounds like, of course you're under the weight limit, but like I wouldn't have been, because she weighs almost 100 pounds and I weighed close to 275 before surgery. You found a fish? So. Oh, really?
Something touched my leg and that's why I went faster.
Just a little fishy saying hi. So I'm excited to parasail. I'm also a little bit scared. There she is, this little marine biologist. This water is incredibly shallow, so you can go out quite far. I think those like orangey buoys in the distance are where the Disney sculptures are. Did you see that lightning? You see that lightning? There was lightning over there. I think we might be in for a little squall. I thought it might be fitting to end this vlog where we started. So let's begin with a recap of today and Parlor for dinner last night. I will insert the clips of everything we had at Parlor. Parlor is one of the signature dining experiences here aboard the Treasure. So when we were on the Fantasy, we did Lumiere's, and that was a prix Michelin-starred restaurant experience that ran approximately $150 per person. Parlor, on the other hand, does have a prix section, but they also have a menu. So Mark and I both chose to go with menu options, and we started with this fried gnocchi in a mushroom sauce that was so good. I love those tiny little bites. The bread service was delicious. I will say I really missed the salted butter from Lumiere's on the Fantasy. But then we got into our appetizers. Each of us got a burrata. Ooh, there's some lightning in the distance. That's interesting. Also, this is the most amount of boats I've ever seen in the ocean while being here. There's a tanker over here. Actually, I don't think you're gonna be able to see what I'm seeing, but there's a boat here in the distance, a cruise ship here, and then this tanker here. How beautiful is this sky right now? Oh, it's like cotton candy over here. So we had the burrata with a 9-year aged balsamic vinegar and a homemade pesto sauce. The best burrata I've had on board. I've had 3. This one definitely won. And then we also shared the gnocchi, which was like kind of with the salad section as a second course. Pillows, so soft. And then we each got our own A5 Japanese Wagyu steak. And you could pick the sauces. I picked like a truffle béarnaise, and Mark went with the gorgonzola. His sauce was definitely more potent than mine. I really liked it. Is it the best A5 Wagyu I've ever had? No. But was it like perfect for me and my tummy and protein needs? Yes, and it also was delicious. There were also other cocktails at Parlor that the rest of this boat does not have. So I had a champagne brew with a blood orange mix, like fresh blood orange juice. Delicious. It was supposed to have Aperol in it. Don't hate me, I really, really don't like Aperol. So I just had them remove that part. Mark had 2 amazing Mai Tais while we were there. It was just a lovely dining experience. And then today was our day on Disney's island, which is Castaway Cay. And something different happened today that I've never experienced on any other cruise ship. We experienced a thunder and lightning storm while we were in the water, which was so cool. So we were in the ocean, we could see lightning far away and hear really intense thunder booms. And once it gets within a 5-mile radius, they call you out of the water. They evacuate the beaches. Now, while this was happening, sorry, there's still lightning in this distance, Mark was running the Castaway 5K. So he was like oblivious to what was going on. And we just went and stood in the Cookies 2 area. We went over to the second family beach when we arrived. And it did take about an hour for the storm to get outside 5 miles. And then we were all welcome to go back in the water and play. But because of the weather, our parasailing did get canceled, which is kind of a bummer, but we already have it on the books for next February, which is, I know, eons away. Stick around, subscribe. So we had lunch at Cookies 2. I had half a cheeseburger. I had some of Callie's fruit. I had some salad options. It was delightful. I didn't do dessert because I was full. And that's okay. And then when we came back on the ship, it was time to like do laundry and pack. So we've been swapping that out between getting ready for things. Mark took Callie to trivia. We saw a coriander and sage show before dinner. And our last dinner tonight was back at Marvel for the 3rd time. Like, where you start is where you're going to have 3 dinners. And tonight there were corn dogs on the kids menu. So I did have burrata to start and some chicken sauté skewers. The peanut butter sauté sauce was really good. And then he brought me 2 corn dogs as like an adult portion, but I only ate 1. And I got the celebration cake, but I didn't eat all of it. I actually nibbled a few bites and then gave it to Callie. Right now, I have just finished packing. We are headed to the Beauty and the Beast stage shows. The stage shows on this ship. We saw Moana last night, and somebody said you have to get in line an hour early, and I was like, that's obscene. That's obscene. That's an hour I could be doing anything else. It was absolutely worth the wait. It is one of the best shows I've seen, not just on a ship, like period, hands down, done. The creativity of how they use marionettes, how they use different points of view for storytelling, how they use the actual room. I am so excited to see what Beauty and the Beast has in store for us tonight. So that's where I'm headed now. Thank you for being with me for 2 weeks of very long vlogs. They're not always this long, I swear. But I want to give you as much of the reality of travel as I can to show you that no matter where you are in your GLP-1 or post-op journey, you can travel normally. You can travel and feel satiated. You can travel and not feel guilt, shame, or gain weight. All possible. So thank you for being here. I know I've had 2 yapping, rambly, long vlogs in the past month or so. Let me know if you like this style. Tell me what you prefer to watch. Do you like me like behind the desk, giving you the quick 15-20 minute bites of information? Or are you like, girl, we need more real life vlogs like this? They're really fun to film. Do you want to see these on the Cape when I'm home and not doing like all these exciting things? Let me know. The sun is setting, and it is setting on my vacation and our time together too. As always, thank you so much for being here and making our lives extra magical. I love you, and I will see you next week. Goodbye, my beautiful dolphin mermaid goddess.